scheduled for so late either.
Oh, it looks good.
What up, IDP Army? Yeah, it does. This in a bad little angle right here.
Yeah.
Maybe I should put my camera here more often. What up, IDP Army? Fantasy football peeps. I'll put this on here. Banners. All right, we are doing the week 4. We're doing it. So get all those questions in. Ooh, got some people coming in. We're on TikTok as well today, y'all. Sorry, I'm gross. I'm coming off being sick. All right.
I wonder if I should ask a question just to get like the ball rolling on there.
Yeah, do it. Make some noise. What up, TikTok fam? Welcome in, y'all. Welcome in. Hey, myself and Billy, we are on StreamYard. We're on the YouTube channel right now. If you guys have sit questions, hit us with those. Make sure you follow, subscribe to the YouTube channel as well. I'm going to try to do both of these things. I wonder if StreamYard's ever going to put, hey, he's back on the YouTube channel, Rugaroo.
This guy is so fascinating.
Isn't he? Share, join, like, subscribe. Okay, so what fantasy football questions can we help you guys with today? You know, IDP wise, I know we had some big things go through. Carr Willis is going to be out. TJ Watt is in. We got a question on TikTok from Billy. He says, rest of season, would you rather have AJ Brown or Jamar Chase? Oh, that was the hot topic today on Twitter.
I actually made this trade, so I'm interested to see what you
did. You? Which side did you end up with? I would say
I'm ready to hear your answer before.
Who would I rather have? Okay, rest of
just
the season,
not dynasty, obviously. Just
then
like
definitely
this.
Jamar Chase. I mean, he's playing football.
That's what I did. I traded AJ Brown for Jamar Chase before that question came out on Twitter, which was like creepy because I was like, "Holy shit, how do they know what I'm doing?"
You need to go post something about that. I got a question on YouTube says picked up Khalil Mack to add some depth. Is he going today? I don't know if he's going to play today. Maybe. But I'd be a little worried. He did leave last week with what was the injury he had? I'll have to check the index, see what it was.
I don't know. He was only out like a couple plays though, so I don't think it's like bad. Because he came back.
What up, everybody that's joining on TikTok? We're just doing a live stream for start sit questions for fantasy football. Hit us with those. My freaking laptop. Okay, it's not dead. All right, I got some more questions coming on YouTube. Guys, if you're on TikTok and you want to join the YouTube, youtube.com/theIDPArmy. All right, Silverback says, hi, guys. I picked up Tay Crowder from waiver wire. Would you start him over Joe Schobert? No.
I wouldn't.
No. Stick with All-Pro Joe, my guy. He's who you're going to want. He is going to be who gets you what you want to do. So, yeah, I didn't do a ranking show this week because, I mean, you probably can't really tell, but I was sick as a dog this week. My throat was killing me. I just couldn't do it.
Yeah. Tay Crowder.
All right, I got another question on the YouTube. It says Tay Crowder or Alex Singleton? That's interesting. I'd probably go Tay Crowder there. Singleton hasn't been what he was last year, unfortunately. So,
an agreement.
All right, got another question on the YouTube here. I also added Tranquil after I heard Murray got hurt. Yeah, that's a smart play. Drew Tranquil, Kenneth Murray's the ankle injury. I mean, honestly, I imagine you're going to be dealing with this the rest of the season.
Yeah.
Don't kid yourself and think that this is just going to go away. I mean, people kidded themselves after he got hurt and he came back out like, oh, he's fine. I'm like, playing through an ankle injury and being fine are not the same thing.
Mm-hmm. Luckily, it wasn't like broken. So
yeah, it's not like he didn't like destroy it per se.
Just a sprain or something, I think.
but still not ideal. Not really what you're looking for. So that was a good pickup, though. Tranquil and Kazir White are both going to be big plays going forward for the next foreseeable future, probably.
I agree.
All right, I'm going to post the live stream in the Facebook group as well. Really quick.
Yeah, I'm 0-3 in that league that I made that move in. I just can't sit on AJ Brown anymore.
Yeah, no, dude, AJ Brown has killed me. Like I have him in a lot of our dynasty leagues, and I played him every last week, the last 3 weeks in fucking daily. So I fucking have basically lost every last week, the last 3 weeks in daily fantasy, and it's just so fucking annoying because he's good, but he's put up what 10 points this season, something fucking ridiculous.
Nothing good.
He reminds me of Saquon last year.
Yeah, is that frustrating?
Mm-hmm.
Oh man.
Hi, what up? Somebody said hello. It says milkshake 12342 on the what is this
TikTok?
thing? TikTok. That's
TikTok.
it.
Good
Sorry,
God.
I got a text at the same time. Oh, Lucas just texted me. Here, if you guys want to see what the what my setup looks like, there's Billy.
I post most of those TikToks, so
yeah, he runs the TikTok. He's the TikTok king around here.
I wish I was better at it.
More likes will attract more viewers. Keep it up. So if you're watching on TikTok, double tap that shit. Give me a like. Give me some love. Why wouldn't you?
Just like it a million times.
We got Bomber in here. He said, "What up, y'all?" Another question from Ru Guru. Says, "Seems like I kick myself every week wondering if it's Jayon or Landry. It's Landry. I'm like so done with Jayon Brown, and don't even make no sense."
Well, this would be a good get right game.
Yeah, it would be, wouldn't it?
Well, against the Jets, they suck.
Hey, if y'all are watching this on YouTube or on Twitter, retweet, share, get some more people in here. If you're on TikTok, give us some likes. Oh, damn, we got a bunch of likes all of a sudden on TikTok. What?
Yeah, it's all me. I'm pretty sure, but whatever. That's fine.
Okay. Oh, well, shit.
Just kidding. It was a bunch of people. I'm glad they did it.
There's a bunch of people. There's hundreds of them. Millions. Kind of just waiting for people to give us some questions here.
There's one from YouTube.
Can you pull it up, please?
Yeah.
Thanks.
Do I start Nelson Aguilar or Will Fuller? That's a tough question.
Will Fuller.
Yeah, I don't think I could start Aguilar against the Bucks.
There are people that are like doing that. Those people, I don't know.
Gambling.
That's not what I want to do.
They be gambling.
Yeah. What up, Queen of Queen 26 on TikTok? Give us some love. Show us a little like. We'd love to answer your start sit questions for fantasy football, offense or defense. We don't care, because the whole game's the whole game.
Is Teron playing today?
That's a great question. I'm not 100% sure. I think he will play, though.
That's something I'd be monitoring.
Yeah, we'll know in 20 minutes. So that's kind of when things really heat up, is whenever we see who's coming in and who's not coming in. I
can't believe Nagy couldn't hold out until Sunday to make his decision on the quarterback. Folded.
Dude's a mess.
IDP Army, what up? Pick one player below. 1 point per tackle, half point per tackle assist, 4 points per sack. I generally chase the tackle points, but because they are more abundant. Shaq Thompson, Derwin James, Matt Milano, Matt Judon, Christian Kirksey. FYI, Zach Cunningham is out. Jordan Brooks or AJ Johnson or Micah Hyde.
Pick one player from those like 9 dudes.
Kirksey does sound intriguing this week with Cunningham out.
I'm probably going Milano. I'm going Milano or Kirksey. Milano's been balling.
Honestly, Milano might be a better matchup.
Yeah. Bomber says he's going Kirksey.
I just like anybody I'm thinking like, man, I'm gonna go at the Bills. I don't know. They don't run, I don't feel like enough.
Yeah, true, but Milano he gets blitzed a good bit, so I imagine he has sack upside this week. He's playing Davis Mills.
Milano against Texans. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Sorry.
No, Davis Mills, yeah. He's going down.
Yo, TikTok people who are watching, this is my first time being live on TikTok. What are the tricks? What are the tips you got for me? How do I navigate this world? YouTubers, you all know we're here. This is like our third year running on here, but I'm new to the TikTok live streaming thing. So give us any pick-me-ups or thoughts you got.
Nagy is the second coming of Adam Gase. I cannot disagree with that.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Doesn't know how to run an offense. I don't know how we could figure it out more than he could figure it out. We're talking about this on our pod. Like, why does sometimes it feel like we could do it better than the people that are like getting paid to do it? And I never will understand that. Like, maybe I'm dumb because maybe like, oh, you don't understand football. You need to never put your hand in the dirt. But like, how is figuring out what Justin Fields is good at? How is it this hard? I don't understand.
I don't know. I mean, it's Matt Nagy. He's struggled. I mean, he's literally struggled since the day he got there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I mean, yeah. It's just, why does it feel like we could do it better? I don't understand.
Well, we couldn't, number one. It just feels like that.
You don't think we could call a better game than...
I know I couldn't. I can't even
Justin
win Madden.
Fields.
I can't even beat my friends at Madden. So there's no way I can call an NFL offense. I'll say that out loud.
Fair enough. I think we could luck into, if we had the same playbook, I think we could luck into some better plays.
Maybe. Y'all on YouTube, give us some questions. Hit us. We're here. There's not a whole lot of people here right now.
Worst case scenario for the Bears is what happened against the Browns last week.
Kareem Hunt. Yeah. Kareem Hunt is a dog. I'm pretty annoyed that I traded him to you in League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
It was a good trade for me.
Sermon's going to break out today. I knew I shouldn't have even accepted the Raheem Mostert part of that trade because I knew he was going to be glad. I mean, it's like one of those things where you can't ever say it. If you say somebody's going to get hurt or they're not going to last, it's like, well, you don't know that. And then you just can't say it. But in your heart, you can know.
Well, if I read 30 next to their, I know how hard it is for me to get out of bed sometimes. I'm not even 30 yet. So, like, when I saw 30 next to that guy's name, I was like, no, he's not lasting the whole season. There's no shot.
That's funny. I wonder if I should be live on Instagram, too. I should be live everywhere.
Yeah. We did pick one. Hopefully he's got that by now.
Yeah, we went Matt Milano.
Yeah. Matt Milano, Christian Kirksey if you're really feeling frisky. My man Russo versus Yannick.
That's tough. I'm probably going to go...
I like Russo.
I do too.
I'm really liking his game this year.
Yeah, for a rookie, he's playing lights out.
I know. We thought there was going to be zero impactful DLs, and he's one. Bomber's always feeling frisky. Who's going to be the linebacker to take Blake Martinez's spot? Reggie Ragland or Tate Crowder? I think it's going to be Tate Crowder, right? I think
I mean, that's how I'm projecting it. Anything could happen,
Yeah, it would be shocking to see Reggie Ragland, but
yeah, that would be pedestrian.
Tate Crowder, Bomber, Russo there versus Mills. Yeah, but yet you wouldn't go Milano versus the Mills there, Bomber. You go Kirksey. Interesting. All right. Pick one. Mike Gesicki. It's his birthday today. Or Jared Cook, revenge game on primetime. I like the like little extra parts to this. It's kind of funny.
I can just go live on TikTok with just like a random human. We can just start making magic.
I mean, do it if that's what you feel like. What
Well,
are
I
you
don't
doing?
know.
Gasicki or Cook?
Gesicki. Because Jacoby.
Okay.
I'm going Gesicki because
You could
Jacoby.
probably talk me into that. I
I
like
don't
Jared
want
Cook,
Cook. I mean, I like
but
Jared Cook and all that, but I mean, there's just too many other playmakers on that team, and there's not too many other
well,
playmakers.
Jared Cook does have the best quarterback in the AFC West throwing the ball to him, so that's helpful.
Oh, does he now? We'll see about that.
What's your vibe on CJ Henderson? I lost JC. I love CJ Henderson. I really do. I'm not going to lie. I think he needed a change of scenery from Jacksonville dumpster fire.
Everyone needs a chain of scenery from Jacksonville, and
I know.
that's been a through line of that organization for like
People have
7
said
years now.
JC Henderson's a bust, and I'm like, how can you be a bust on the Jaguars? They're so bad. Like you could be all like Joe Schober was probably considered a bust on the Jaguars, and he was amazing.
People still consider people hate Joe Schober. Yeah, he's got a little bit of a receding hairline. Big deal. So what?
Who
That's
doesn't
life.
these days?
He's a good linebacker. Give him a break.
Yeah, for real. All right. Good morning, y'all. Who would you roll with this week? 1 point solo, half point assist, 4 point sacks. Max Crosby or Jonathan Franklin Myers? Thanks, fellas.
Crosby, not
Yeah,
even close.
I'd go Crosby as well.
Crosby's playing a zillion snaps. He leads the league in pressures, so that means he's got a big game coming his way.
Mm-hmm.
You're one of those people. Don't they play Chargers today though? So that might be tough.
Crosby does play in the Chargers, yes.
I still like I still like him.
Yeah, I do too. Bombers feeling frisky. I like it. Full PPR. My flex spot already played. My 2 starting wide receivers are Brandon Cooks and Stephon Diggs. Do I sub out either to start Mike Williams? Yes, I would sub out Brandon Cooks for Mike Williams 100%.
Yeah. Why is Mike Williams not already in your starting lineup?
Brandon Cooks because Brandon Cooks is consistent, but he's playing Buffalo this week. I would not
Mike
trust
Williams not consistent?
Well, he is, but I could see why that you would think one of the two. But I would go Cooks over Mike Williams.
You would?
No. I go Mike Williams over Cooks. Damn. Bomber might be right. He says here in a minute that I'm drunk, but I'm not. I actually did not have a drink of alcohol last night. Also, Milano or Kirksey, are you boys both sold on Milano? Yes.
Matt Milano is special in a good way.
Billy's drunk. I promise I'm not, actually. This is just my demeanor. Maybe a little bit tired.
Shauna's here. Get to this next one. Shauna, what's up? Haven't seen you since last year. Welcome back to the live stream. Good morning, Alex Singleton or Stranad. I'm going to go with Alex Singleton.
Same.
Stranad's pretty...
Damn.
Good to see you, Shauna.
Are you playing him today to CJ Henderson? Now that I don't think so, because I think he's going to be on a limited snap count this week. Because this is his first week there, right? Was he there last week?
He was
When did he get traded there?
I think he was there. No, because I don't know. I'm not playing him this week.
I probably wouldn't against Dak, but going forward, I'd keep him on the bench and play him going forward because he should be prominent in that defense. And they're going to try to pick on him too because they're not throwing at what's his name, the other guy, Jeremy Chin. Not going to throw to that side of the field. I don't know who the other cornerback is there, by the way.
Jack Rabbit or Kyle Fuller? Jackrabbit's on Tennessee now, right?
Yeah.
Tennessee plays Zach Wilson today, right?
I see where you're going with this.
So gotta be Jackrabbit.
Mm-hmm.
Williams is the wide receiver one. Yeah, this
You're darn Skippy.
says Corey from YouTube says trying to figure out my LB4 slot, Jordan Hicks or Jordan Brooks. Oh, those are good LB4 problems to have.
Hicks played a hell of a game last week secretly.
Yeah, I like Hicks. I mean,
I'd probably stick with him too. There's always a chance that he's going to get overshadowed, but I'd go with it.
TikTok got me feeling it.
TikTok dancing? What the hell are you doing?
I'm just having fun, man.
I feel
Chill, bro.
Yeah, you're taking Hair Bear over Mahomes. I was kidding. I was just trying to get a rise out of Jordan.
Yeah.
I have seen that Mike Greenberg did say, I heard on one of his commercials that he said that they're equal.
Moron.
they're dead even.
Honestly, they're not. Okay, I'll be completely honest. They're not that far off.
I don't think so either.
They're not that far off. And I mean that's just the facts.
It'll be fun for the next 10 years.
Mahomes legitimately should have played in 3 Super Bowls the last 3 years. Like basically. Now, I don't know if old Justin Herbert will even sniff 3 Super Bowls. You know what I mean? So in that regard, Patrick Mahomes has already set himself apart from the crowd.
No.
So.
Yeah, no, I think the same. I think they'll gatekeep each other for a while, though.
I mean, it's going to make the division interesting.
That's for sure.
A lot better than you remember a couple years ago when it was supposed to be Carson Wentz and Dak. They were the future of young quarterback rivalries. I was like, when people were like, Carson Wentz is so good. He's so good.
Poor Carson Wentz.
There ain't nothing poor about him.
It's over for him.
It needs to be. I can't wait for him to go away. Oh, my gosh. He's so trash. All right, we got a question on the Facebook, YouTube. Bossman Fat says JT, Melvin Gordon, Naeem Hines, and PPR. Man, I'm not going to lie. I'm probably going to take heat for it, but I'm playing Melvin Gordon.
Man.
I know. I'm ready to take my licks, but Jonathan Taylor and Naeem Hines eat into each other. I mean, they basically have the same ceiling Melvin Gordon has. And I mean, I'm taking Melvin Gordon there.
Yeah, that's tough.
I love Melvin.
That's tough. Yeah. I think I'd go that too, but I don't feel comfortable
saying it out loud where people can change it. Yeah. That's what makes me different from a lot of other fans.
I don't want anybody to clip that.
And a lot of people. Mike Greenberg is a punk.
Agreed.
Go Luis. Why?
Did you answer that one person's?
Oh, did I miss it?
Yeah.
China Hubbard or Uncle Lenny Fournette?
Chuba.
Yeah, I'm going China.
Mm-hmm.
Although Lenny's going to ball today.
Probably. But
and you know who else is going to ball? Listen, if you are doing any last-second underdog drafts today, you know who's down on the list, who's probably going to be easy to get is Mike Evans because his ADP on underdog is low. Roll your eyes.
Here we go.
There's no Gronk. There's no AB.
There is AB's playing.
Is he?
Mm-hmm.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty positive.
Can you
AB's
confirm
playing.
that, please? Because last I checked, he was not playing.
I'll double check, but I'm pretty sure they said he was playing.
It doesn't matter. Mike Evans. Bye. Wide receiver 1.
I'm not saying anything. The last time I said this, he went off, so...
Yeah, you're scared. Say something, Billy.
I said it once. I'm not saying it
What'd
again.
you say?
I said that Mike Evans was third on the totem pole, and then
wow, what a
Tom Brady featured him. Well, yeah, because then Tom Brady featured him that day. I don't see either way other than a lot of people are asking start-sit questions with Antonio Brown. So I'm assuming that means he's playing. Man, everybody wants to know about Tay Crowder. We just don't know.
Yeah, of course they do.
Tunyon versus Evan Ingram. This is the worst question, Rougarou. I hope this is not something that you really need. I'd probably go Tunyon, but I don't feel good about it. Evan Ingram stinks. What? Do you disagree with that?
I don't disagree with anything you say, Billy.
Hey, that is a stamp of approval from Steffi Smalls, the Giants fanatic. She said Evan Ingram stinks, so I will follow her lead. If a Giants fan can admit it, then I agree.
Yeah, but then he'll do something good, and all the Giants fans will be like, "See, we told you."
They really would.
Perfect. We told you. We never gave up. We never stopped believing in our hearts, just with our minds and our voices. I know how football fandom works. I'm also a fan. Bossman, congrats on the Wildcats beating Florida. Is that college football?
It is. It's Kentucky.
About? How do we ban people from talking about college football in here?
I mean, just ban Bomber.
Dinged up. I don't give a fuck if Melvin Gordon's dinged up. I don't care if he's headless. Start him. Jalen Brown or Drew Tranquil? Drew Tranquil.
Yeah, for real.
I'm leaning JT there. Yeah, you would. That's a consensus pick. You gotta stick with Melvin. Go. Mel, go. All right, we got. Ooh, this is an interesting person on YouTube. Use a nerd.
I like that picture though.
Use a nerd. Yeah, that picture got me. Is Nick Vigil playing this week? That's a good question. I saw something this morning, a little chatter about maybe Eric Kendricks was hurt. So
yeah, that's the word on the street.
So if that's the scenario, it looks like Vigil may stick around even if Barr is back, which is also what the chatter seemed to be, that Barr is active. So again, everything becomes official in like 3 minutes. We'll get on. We'll check all the Twitter feeds of all the NFL teams. We'll get all the inactives, and then we'll kind of go from there. But we're just a couple of minutes away from that, kind of getting ready to sort through that. Got another question from Lunch Table Legends. So pick one. Tyler Higbee versus the Carolina.
I think this is the Pitts breakout game.
Oh, you know it is, because literally this is what a. All right, I'm gonna. This is a Pitts breakout game at this point. Is literally if the guy catches a touchdown, people are gonna be like, "We made it! We made it!" That's how they're gonna act. He'll catch one touchdown for 1 yard, and it'll be all over your timeline on Twitter. We made it.
Well, they better start using him, or else Atlanta's really not planning on winning.
He's getting plenty of targets.
Last week he got 3.
Okay,
but in a close game. The week before that, when they actually had really good offense, he led the team in targets.
Yeah, he's getting
targets. Should tell you all you need to know.
Hopefully you bet those under futures. People are talking like he's going to break all these rookie records and all this.
He should be.
Shoulda, woulda, coulda.
Should be. If the Atlanta Falcons were competent and not tanking, then they should.
Again, it doesn't matter if he loses snaps to Javonte Williams. Melvin Gordon's lost snaps to people his entire career. Since the day he walked into the NFL, he's been losing snaps. And since the day he walked into the NFL, he's been putting up big points.
I think they both could go off. I don't think it's one or the other. I think they both could do it.
Drew Tranquil or Matt Milano? Definitely Matt Milano.
Yeah, that's closer, but yeah, Milano.
All right, I just vomited asking that.
Yeah, I probably would too, Rougarou, because Tunyon or Evan Ingram, it hurts to hear.
It's tough. It's a tough look.
Trust Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, no joke there. And MVS missing time. Again, who was it this week? Oh, it's Rondell Moore. So the narrative around Rondell Moore is really interesting to me, because it's one of, oh, he's so good and he's so explosive, but he's only running a route on 35% of dropback, so you can't play him.
Yeah.
At a certain point, if you're in a deep enough roster and you want to start him, he looks good. Rondell Moore looks explosive as hell. Even there was a returner last week, he got some big yards. I like his chances to go off, and people are like, well, he doesn't get enough touches. Rondell Moore looks like the kind of guy that only needs 4 touches a game to hit his floor and his ceiling.
If they're playing catch up, he is going to be heavily in there.
Yep, he's always going to be facing the worst coverage. He's probably the fastest guy on the team. Pound for pound, he's lightning in a bottle. That's the best way to describe him. And the way that the narrative around him right now, let me tell you guys, I've told this story on the channel before. I'm going to tell it again. It's anecdotal, but it happened to me. Tyler Lockett's breakout year was what, 2018? Somebody go vet it. He was like wide receiver 15 that year, and he was wide receiver 15 on the back of basically Tyreek Hill type production, where he would get these 50, 60-yard touchdowns every game. And I had him on my team all year. Okay, this was a couple of years ago, and I didn't have many fantasy leagues. I only had like 3 leagues at this point. Having my league all year, he was the very last player I picked. I never, ever, ever put him in my starting lineup. Ever. He finished that year as wide receiver 15. Why? Because I listened to the fantasy community and I trusted these people that kept telling me he's too efficient. It's impossible to keep it up. I lost that league. Okay. And had I just listened to myself and kind of faded the noise of the fantasy community about how, well, it's just luck and it's not, it's not the best statistical blah, blah, blah. I literally had Tyler Lockett on my team and never played him in a 16-week season, guys. Okay. Don't let people dictate how you fill in your lineup. If you think a guy's going to go off, especially if you put him on your team and you think he's going to go off. I'm having a really big trouble right now with Jamal Williams at this fact, because he's basically scoring close-ish to what DeAndre Swift is. And like his projections are so low, it's hard to put him into my lineup, but I know he's going to outperform his projection. So it's one of those things where I have to put my blinders on and say, I'm not listening to the community. I'm not listening to the experts, the consensus or whatever. And I'm just going to believe in what I believe in, what got him on my team in the first place. So all that to say, Rondell Moore, wheels up.
Yep.
All right, Josh Spayer. Hey, I haven't seen you in a while, man. He said, why didn't Carolina renew Trey Boston if they were hurting in the secondary? I assume he can also play CB. I don't really know. They started trading away their tight end. I don't know. I was wondering that myself. I was on an MFL league last night, and I have Trey Boston sitting there. He's a free agent. It wouldn't shock me if he ends up somewhere still this year, but I don't know why, they didn't do that.
They had Horn and Bouye as their 2 cornerbacks. I just assume they maybe want to see what CJ Henderson can do. I mean, he was a first round pick last year. I mean, that doesn't always mean anything, but I think maybe they just want to kick the tires and see if he's still good or still is available to be a number 1 player on their team. CJ Henderson is good. Hasn't gotten the chance.
Varan ES on YouTube says, start 2 between Queen, Kenny Young, and Isaiah Simmons. I am going to go with Simmons and...
I was going to go Queen, personally.
I was thinking Queen, but I just feel like the Cardinals are going to run more snaps offensively, and that's going to give Kenny Young more opportunities. Because that...
I just think sacking Kyler Murray is hard.
Yeah, but I'm not worried about a sack as much as I'm worried about just
tackles.
Tackles for loss. Chase Edmonds and James Conner aren't exactly guys that scare me.
But will they be running the ball? That's the thing. Playing the Rams.
That's a fair point. But again, it's about the number of plays, too, number of opportunities. The Ravens slow the game down by running a good bit. So you're going to get less plays, less opportunities.
But the Broncos are a running team, which means Patrick Queen could be tackling.
Patrick Queen's going to get stiff-armed into the dirt by Melvin Gordon, get concussed, get kicked out of the game, because Melvin Gordon's going to throw his ass out.
What a projection.
Melvin Gordon going to throw his ass out the club. Watch. Jesus. All right, for real, though, I'm going to go Kenny Young and Isaiah Simmons. I'm just going to double up on that game. That way you'll have somebody in on both drives. That game's already going to be one of the most interesting of the week. Get as much skin in that game as you can. And I think the offensive plays, the number of plays played, are going to be the difference maker here. That's where I'm at. I'm saying that I have a hard time sitting Patrick Queen. I don't want to do that, but For the sake of that question, that's kind of where I'm at. Cameron Brate or Jared Cook? I'm going Jared Cook. I'm not the kind of guy that I don't break the glass and play this tight end that's the backup tight end because somebody's hurt.
Yeah.
No. Just give me Jared Cook.
Just means more for like Mike Evans and Godwin.
Yeah. Mike Evans, who isn't going to be good.
It's a good week for him.
Funny you should bring up Jamal Williams. Would you start him over Fournette as your RB2? See, like that's tough.
I would.
You really would?
Yeah.
I feel like
Jamal Williams.
I feel like Fournette's going to get featured today, though. I really do.
I mean, fair enough.
I'd probably start Fournette, personally.
Anthony Barr is inactive. That's interesting.
So he is inactive. Okay.
Yeah. Well, back up to that question about Vigil. That's probably good, right?
Mm-hmm. Pick one from Derek Monk on Twitter. He says Brandon Jones, Antoine Winfield, or Jordan Fuller.
Winfield.
Yeah, I understand your reasoning. Ooh. I'm thinking Brandon Jones, though, personally, just because he's got that pass rushing upside, and he gets to play Carson Wentz, who has that sack, fumble, crying on the sidelines upside. So I'm leaning Brandon Jones here, Derek. But my dude, Billy, he says Winfield, so which I understand. He is playing a rookie quarterback, so that'll be nice.
Start everybody against Mac Jones. Do it.
Yeah. Start everybody against Justin Fields, too.
Well, that's not. Yeah, you're not
Has
wrong.
Jayon Brown lost his job? Man, people keep asking about Jayon Brown. I don't know.
You probably told so many people to get him in the offseason that
here's where I'm at with the Titans. A.J. Brown is dead. Not dead, but he's hurt. Okay. So I'm not even, there's no reason for me to watch Titans games now. I don't have Derrick Henry. I don't have Julio Jones. I have one Ryan Tannehill share, and I have a ton of A.J. Brown on my bench.
See y'all.
So I will not be watching much / any of the Titans game today.
Text me.
So that's kind of where I'm at. Do you guys think Grugier Hill will play? Yeah, I think is a good play.
It's a good play, yeah.
Yeah, he's a good play.
This week.
He played pretty well coming in when he did, have some time a couple weeks ago. So I like him.
Interesting note from Schefter. He retweeted earlier that Christian McCaffrey made the trip to Dallas today, and there's a chance that he could return next week, but more than likely in 2 weeks. It's very positive considering the coach said several weeks when he first got injured. So any Christian McCaffrey owners out there, think it might be good for you. It's interesting.
Yeah, I've seen CMC get traded this week.
Yeah.
Littleton or Crowder? I'm going to go Crowder.
Yes, Crowder.
Crowder is...
If he's playing. Is he playing? I feel like so many people have asked if he's playing or not.
Is he not? Why wouldn't he?
I don't know.
All right, you take over the comments for a minute or two. Hit us with those questions, y'all. What? No, I'm not heading out. I'm looking at I'm trying to look at the teams. Team list now.
I can't believe Andy Dalton's inactive again. They just want that reaction shot of him and Nick Foles yucking it up on the sideline. That camera shot's worth $1 million.
Bud Dupree is inactive.
That's interesting.
He hadn't done shit this year.
No. I really need to know if DeAndre Swift is going to do. If he's going to be in fully. If not, my daily lineup went to shit.
I'm really hoping to become a millionaire this week. By hoping, I mean I actually submitted some DFS lineups. So.
PJ Ruth 10. Haven't seen Giants inactives yet. I haven't either.
Yeah, I'm scrolling through the inactives right now. Anybody see anything interesting out there? Drop us in the comments. Let us know. Trey Flowers.
Lane Johnson out for the Eagles. Is this a big problem for Hurts? Depends on if you trust Casey's defense.
Hurts is a big problem for Hurts. I mean, are you talking about winning football games, or are you talking about
fantasy? Because fantasy, he's good apparently, but real football, he's not good.
Yeah,
he had a shitty game on Monday and still had like 25 points.
Yeah.
It's insane.
That's why I'm a big fan of, I mean, y'all already know my whole thing, IDP 1, 2, 3 scoring. That's like my, I want to say claim to fame, but that's kind of like what I've done for the fantasy community. That's kind of how I've established myself, getting some credibility, etc. My next big thing is I think we need to move the fantasy community towards, and I know it's not going to be popular, and I'll probably be hated on for it, crucified for it, made fun of for it. But I think yard for yard scoring needs to be a much more normalized thing. What's yard for yard scoring? That means if you throw 10 yards, or if you rush 10 yards, or if you receive for 10 yards, you get a point. Okay. Quarterbacks are no longer handicapped just to keep their scores low. That's it. It's literally that simple. There's nothing complicated about it.
He did say for fantasy, and no, it's not a big problem. He could have a terrible O line, which he did last year, and he still put up decent games.
Yep.
Roo. Jalen Smith or Drew Tranquil?
Tranquil.
I agree. That Smith work is just very inconsistent.
It's very inconsistent.
His that all time freeze frame of him trying to tackle Jalen Hurts last week or Miles Sanders last week will live on in infamy. Jalen Smith Hall of Fame.
Oh man, it was tough. It was a come to Jesus moment for me.
It's like, yep, maybe I shouldn't trust this guy anymore.
He did go down in the index. He got bumped down into tier 2. He was a tier 1 guy all summer.
I just remember who was on this first. Me. I asked you about Jalen Smith.
We're 4 weeks into the season.
I know.
Calm down.
I'll take my victory lap now.
We'll see if he finishes outside the top 15.
I saw on Twitter that you like people that take victory laps already, so I'm going to be that guy.
When did I say that?
No, you said, like, I think I'm saying it sarcastically. You said, like, people are already taking victory laps or something.
Victory laps
was like week 1. Yeah, exactly. Like, that's why I'm going to take my victory lap.
I mean, I kind of take victory laps, but it's like, the way I play, I mean, I just expect to be right to a degree. So there isn't, I mean, I've been lapping. I'm just running. Yeah. I've just been running the track.
I'm just happy that my Tony Pollard take from the summer does not look crazy now.
Doesn't it, though?
No, not now. It did then.
All right, I'm going to pull myself off camera for a quick smoke break. So tell the people all the great things you have going on, Billy.
Wow. Thank you. Wow, full screen. Jesus. All right. Well, I am from the Offensive Points podcast. We do 2 shows a week. It's split into 2 parts because if we did it all in one part, nobody would watch it. Just trust me on that. Nobody wants to listen to a 2-hour podcast, including myself. And if we try to cram it all into one podcast, nobody wants to listen to that long-ass podcast. So we split it into game previews, and then we do a Newts and Notes podcast. So you can choose to listen to either. We don't care if you listen to one or the other or listen to both. It's just the 3 of us hanging out, me, Josh, and Joe. Hopefully you all at least try to check it out. I promise it's not as annoying as you probably think. I also do the Dynasty Tailgate podcast. It's solely college football. I break down every notable name going into the next season. It's not as deep as probably other podcasts are. It's only 30 minutes. I just talk about the guys that did well from the last week and preview the upcoming games for the next week. It's a fun podcast. I'm having a lot of fun on that. A lot of people, we're finally into the point where there's no quarterbacks going first overall. That's not going to happen this year. So,
what Spencer Rattler's not the next coming?
Nope, there's nobody that's next coming. Matt Corral's not the next coming. Spencer Rattler's not.
I know nothing about college football. Everything I've seen about Spencer Rattler makes me want to just kick his teeth in. He looks like such a fucking dildo. He acts like
the worst part is he's not that bad of a guy.
He seems like he's that bad of a guy.
He's really not. Well, the problem is there was I don't know if you saw there's a Netflix series called QB1, and he was on there and he acted like a jackass on that show, and so now everybody's like he's a jackass all the time. He barely talks to the media. He doesn't really do anything, and people are just like, well, he's that kid from QB1. He sucks.
And he was an asshole in that segment. I mean, that's pretty much
I
all I
know.
know.
I'm not saying he wasn't. I'm just saying like that was
And
3
even the
years
way he was
ago.
talking to his buddy, I was like, "That's like your friend, isn't that
Yeah.
your friend?"
Again, 3 years ago at this point.
Okay, fair.
If you were the same person you were 3 years ago, I'm sure you'd be a jackass too.
Yeah, I would. I mean, I am to a degree. All right, so we got some questions rolling in. We'll get
Yep.
back to y'all now.
Richard. Oh man, you're gonna make somebody say that name.
Osa
Have it.
Odigzuma. I don't know. I saw his
Odigzuma?
name pop up a couple of times this week in a couple of different spots. It was interesting, but I don't really know what to make of him. So I can't really offer much insight there.
I honestly can't either. Man, I love the deep questions just because they throw me off my game. Realize there's more to learn.
All right. Well, I just concluded my first ever live on TikTok, and now we have 1 million followers.
Wow,
Crazy.
impressive.
They said organic traffic's dead.
Yeah. All right, Peppers versus Minka versus Eric Rowe. He needs one. Roo.
Whoa, one from that group? I'm going Peppers. I just trust Peppers. I'm at a point in my life where if Jabril Peppers lets me down, I'm just okay with it.
Wow, that's impressive.
Minka ain't gonna do nothing for you today, really. He's playing Aaron
Ron
Rodgers.
Johnson's officially out, by the way.
Really?
For Buffalo.
Oh my gosh, no! All right, Teron Johnson out. That's a big headache for a lot of people, including myself. Get to your lineups and pull him out because I know you had him started.
Yep,
That's a bummer, man.
Go
He's
into
been
my
having a
league
great
now that I
season.
have him in.
Great season so far for Teron Johnson.
Man, that sucks.
Yeah, it does.
I'm gonna have to. I hate this league. I'm gonna have to drop him because there's not enough IDP spots. I know. I hate leagues like this, to be honest with you.
Yeah, fantasy football's the worst. All right, where are we at with these questions?
Well, it's just Rougarou.
Oh,
Said pick one, and then I'm assuming this is from the Teron Johnson news that we all just came to learn.
Please thumbs up this video. Please subscribe to this channel. Please support the IDP Army. We love you guys, and we want to turn this into, 2-3 years from now, we'd love to do this full time. So, I mean, we say that flippantly and offhandedly, but low key, like we mean it. So, we'll work on buttoning things up a little bit more maybe in the off season, but I think we're doing good stuff over here. We're helping people win their leagues. That's the main thing. We're trying to build out some more products. We're trying to build out some new content. So yeah, we appreciate you all for tuning in and supporting us, and you can do that very easily by thumbs upping and subscribing to this channel.
Starting Legarius Sneed.
That's a good sub. Good sub pick right there. I wonder who's going to play in Teron Johnson's spot.
That's a good question. Now I need another cornerback. Well, Rougarou, I'm in the same spot. I picked up Legarius Sneed. If he's on your waiver wire, go grab him. Playing against Jalen Hurts. I don't really know who else to pick. Bradbury's an interesting choice versus Jameis.
I don't think Jameis will throw that much.
Probably won't. I hate this league too. God, it's my only 0-3 team. I just can't catch a break. Lost J.K. Dobbins.
You don't need a break. You just need to keep grinding, bro. Just grind harder. Obviously, it's a direct correlation of you not grinding hard enough. So
yeah, clearly.
Just simply grind harder, and you will have better results.
Who is out?
It's not complicated. Man, having A.J. Brown on so many dynasty teams is killing me.
Yeah, I'll bet.
I'm not like in dire straits because I did load up on wide receiver this offseason. But I'm tough. All right, who are your cornerback options, Rougarou? We'll help you decipher who to play if you'd like. And anybody else got questions? Okay, we got some questions pouring in now. Good. Okay.
We clicked it at the exact same time.
Pairing him with Micah Parsons on stunts. Okay. I'm definitely going to check this guy out.
Yep. I'm going to pay attention to that game today.
Man, I would love to just.
I traded away Zaven Collins and got Blake Martinez. I'm not competing this year. Starting to second guess the trade thoughts. You can't predict an injury. If Blake Martinez was in there, he'd be better than Collins. Right?
Oh, I wouldn't second guess that trade. Blake Martinez will come back fine.
Yeah.
And I mean, Blake Martinez is basically Bobby Wagner. I know there is a certain individual in the fantasy IDP space that makes fun of me. He's an idiot for saying that Blake Martinez is basically discount Bobby Wagner, and it's basically true. Bobby Wagner just had a 20 tackle game at 31 years old. Blake Martinez is 26? He'll be fine. He'll be fine. I like that trade. Zaven Collins, what's he done except get some people excited?
Yeah.
He doesn't have back-to-back 140 tackle seasons.
It's not there yet. Well, he's a rookie, so yeah, that would be definitely difficult to. I don't even think this year he's going to have enough production to where you're going to be like, damn, I should have had him on my team. He's going to have a couple pop-off games. But
he'll end the season with sub-70 tackles and probably sub-10 impact plays. He won't even be startable. And he'll probably get most of his production in the 2 or 3 games where he gets a spot start, where you will play him and you'll get enough production to be happy. But as far as a locked and loaded guy, he's not Blake Martinez. Not yet. And he may never be.
Feels early to say that, but yeah.
Jackrabbit, Fuller, Henderson, Teron. Well, we just went over Teron being out. I play Jackrabbit. I like him. Well, here's the reason I like Jackrabbit. He's not a great corner. Okay, so he's 100% going to get tackles. And he's playing Zach Wilson. So he's going to get the opportunity today to look like a good corner. So he's going to get his tackles. He could probably come down with a pick. I like him. Is it time to drop Jeremy Chin? No. Even if you go back to last year, he was good, yeah. But a lot of that production, or a lot of the pop production, was in a couple of games. His floor has been a little lower this year, but the defense around him, the defense is better. Exactly. They're playing a far fewer defensive snaps. I think they're playing like the lowest number of defensive snaps on the season. That factors in a lot as well. So, no, I wouldn't drop Jeremy Chin. Not even close.
Not yet.
Malone. What are you thinking, Malone?
Come on. Tamper expectations.
Temper, not tamper.
Temper. Yeah, this is temper. Yeah, you're right.
It is.
Maybe I'm drunk. Maybe I didn't know that.
I highly doubt it.
Nope, I'm completely sober.
Oh man, my throat is killing me.
Went to a Machine Gun Kelly concert on Tuesday, and
why would you do that?
It didn't go well. It's fun. It's a lot of fun. No, my sobriety didn't go well.
What?
I like Machine Gun Kelly.
But you gave him your money. You supported him financially. Why would you do that?
I like his music.
He's a jackass. His music is just okay.
I support a lot of jackasses.
I know. His music is just okay.
I liked his rock stuff. That's good.
It was just okay. Even when he was at his very best, which was like 2012, 13.
Rap music-wise, yeah.
He was just okay.
Are you like an Eminem stan who's like,
am I an Eminem stan?
He went against my idol.
He's not my idol, but I mean, he literally talked about punching above your weight class. I mean, they're not even.
I don't have any comments on that because I thought MGK's diss track was not as bad as people make it out to be. I mean, I don't think he won, but
whatever, it doesn't matter.
It wasn't as bad as people make it out to be.
That's fine. That's one I'm talking man to man, resume to resume, body of work, body to work.
Well,
I mean,
no
and
shit.
that's across a lot of stuff. That's not just musically. That's a lot of things. Machine Gun Kelly is this, and Eminem is this. Okay. Now, if Machine Gun
Yeah,
Kelly
one of
keeps
them's
on
50,
now,
one
here's the
of
thing.
them's
That's the
20
thing.
or
If Machine
30.
Gun Kelly stays on the trajectory he's on now, and he can stay popular and stay relevant and continue to ascend in the movie world and start dating the right women, which seems like he's leveraging into more Hollywood shit. No shade, do your thing, my guy. If he can pull that off for 30 more years, and he could fucking fall and get back up, like if he can like go through some shit and then like be like a comeback story, then he might be in the same weight class as Eminem.
I don't think you'll ever get to that point because the thing
No.
is, nobody's ever going to sell like they did back in the early 2000s. Like, it's just never going to happen again.
No,
And so
it's not even
nobody's
like
going to.
Eminem sold. It's just like he was.
He did, though. He did.
Yeah, but he legitimately also was like the best. Like some of his verses, like still when I listen to him, it's just like my brain melts out of my head. And then like the word, like he says stuff like the controversial stuff people say now is just like it doesn't even mean anything because he made it to where you could say that shit.
Yeah.
Like the only reason you're even relevant is because Eminem blazed a trail. So how dare you go give Machine Gun Kelly your money? How dare you?
It was a good concert. Had a fun time.
Yeah, you've said that a couple of times now. You are the king of the company line, my guy.
It's a good show. Can't hate on it.
Whatever. Quincy
you
Williams.
you just skip past the one.
Oh.
Zach
Sorry.
Pascal or Christian Kirk today.
Kirk. The Pascal stuff has got to stop, guys. I've seen it on Twitter. Stop. Stop it.
Miami's got a good defense, so I doubt it. And Jalen Ramsey's probably going to shadow DeAndre Hopkins, even though he doesn't shadow anymore. I think he's going to shadow DeAndre Hopkins. He hates DeAndre Hopkins. So
I know, they don't like each other.
So I think Christian Kirk will be open today.
Yeah, I agree. Stop trying to make Zach Pascal a thing. Also, happy Mean Girls Day, October 3rd.
Oh, yeah, shit.
Definitely Cameron Curl.
Yes.
Although, where is Quincy playing right now? Is it Miami?
Putting me on the spot because I don't know.
I don't know either. I'm literally holding my sleeper app right now in my hand, so I'll just type his name in.
Hold on. Jets.
Dang it, I was literally 1 second away from saying that. Yeah, I'm playing Cameron Curl.
Same.
Because they activated Ashton Davis as well from IR, which I don't know if they activated him like to the active team or if they activated him like he can now practice like next week. But I saw something come up, so got 94% last week. Interesting. I'm still going Curl.
I have a chance to grab Snead, him versus Kyle Fuller.
Definitely Snead.
I like Snead. I think he gets overshadowed because Honey Badger's on that, but he's really good in that secondary. Probably the better cornerback on the team.
All right, I want to ask the IDPR man a question. Should I start Chandler Jones or TJ Watt? I'm in a must-win scenario. Not must-win, but I'd like to win, obviously. And I left Josh Allen in my flex, so that kind of sucks.
Woof.
Yeah, so I would have liked to have started Chandler Jones and TJ Watt, but I didn't. I neglected my lineups Wednesday.
Is TJ Watt like healthy?
See, that's the thing. I don't know, but even not healthy TJ Watt is gonna score.
Even not healthy.
And like healthy Chandler Jones can put up 2 points.
That's true. I mean?
So it's like
Stafford.
I know. I don't know anything about this Rams team really, like their line and all this crap. I don't know. I mean, I have to play TJ Watt.
Mm-hmm.
But he's also playing Aaron Donald. or not Aaron Donald, Aaron Rodgers. So like he doesn't get sacked a whole lot.
No, he doesn't.
All right, Darion Stewart on Twitter says Kenny. I always say Twitter. YouTube says Kenny Moore or Chin. I'm playing Kenny Moore.
Yeah, that sucks.
I think I have. I think I might even. I don't know if he's ranked higher or not officially, but that's how I'm feeling this week.
That's tough. I love Jeremy Chin, but yeah, I think you're probably right against Brissett.
There's just not going to be a lot deep. You know what I mean? He's going to have to come up to the line of scrimmage to make plays. Jason Pierre-Paul is out, guys. I just saw that. I don't know if that's news or not to some of you. It's news to me.
It's not news to me.
Oh, okay. Well,
he was out last week too.
I knew he was out last week, but they hadn't officially listed him as out yet. All right, I guess I need to move Camu Grugier-Hill up a good bit.
God, I need to make sure I don't have any Teron Johnson floating out there.
I need to make sure I move Drew.
I hate leagues that don't tell you when you have somebody that's injured in the lineup. That would be such a helpful. Like every app should do that.
Yeah, we need to talk to Sleeper and tell them, look, like we need to get alerts to, and like we should be able to click straight into that league, and it should open up the team. Like we shouldn't have to open the app and then find it because you have to go through each and every one of them. You know. Man, Teron Johnson. And Jordan Poyer's out too, man. There's a lot of Bills might be in a big shootout game today.
I am in a world of hurt in my DB spot in this one league. Got Marcus May out and Poyer out.
Damn. Got any more questions coming in?
Yeah, we got one. Hello, gents. Romeo Okwara or Chase Young? Okwara versus the Bears. Chase Young versus the Falcons.
Oh my gosh.
So they're both good matchups.
Okay, so first I want to say that the answer to this question is a trap. I am personally sitting Chase Young this week in at least one league. I'll tell you that. He's great.
That's really the problem is where you drafted Chase Young most likely. Like your second option is, I mean, Dynasty you probably have a better option, but in redraft, Chase Young's probably going to have to start.
Yeah,
but you got Romeo Okwara, which is
they're
good.
both going to do really good. But the reality is, I think Romeo Okwara has more upside this week, if I'm being honest. After what I saw happen last week, and yeah, the Browns' defense is really good, but also like they haven't done anything even close to that all season. So I think that's more of a result of who they played versus who they are.
It's like it's the ceiling. You're getting the ceiling of your defense against the Bears, apparently.
Well, but you're gonna exactly. So Romeo Okwara, this is if there's ever a time to fire him up.
Damn,
this will be it.
I'm gonna duck under the table. Yep, start Okwara.
See, that's how Billy does it.
I'm gonna float out of the. I'm gonna floating out into space.
You got to do it with your head held high, bro. I'm down bad with Gronk out. Start Evan Ingram, Dalton Schultz, or Komet. I'm starting Schultz. He's been beasting, dude.
He has been
beasting. Just throw him in there. Cole Komet, what are you even talking about him for? For real trap.
The Komet thing is going to happen eventually.
Yeah, so is the Kyle Pitts thing. Schobert, Young, or Perryman? Shoby.
Yeah.
Owe or Okwara?
Huh.
Who's Owe play? Las Vegas?
No, they just play Vegas. No. They're playing the Broncos.
I'm still going Okwara.
I think so too. The Bears O-line is god awful, and Matt Nagy does not seem to want to help Justin Fields out yet. So if he's going to serve him up like a sacrificial lamb, then might as well take it. Pick 2. Quinnen Williams, Danico Autry, Singleton, or Jordan Brooks. Big play premium. Man, that premium, though.
2.
Yep.
Big play premium.
I think
So
I
I'm
might.
putting in
Okay. Well,
Quentin Williams is going to be one
that
of
was
them.
I was gonna say Quentin Williams for my first one.
He's going to anchor me down. He's who I'm looking for my big play from. Autry is interesting, but I think I'm going to go with.
Singleton's not going to get a big play, I don't think. Versus
I'm going to
Pat
go with
Mahomes.
Jordan Brooks. I want to stack a floor and a big play guy, and that's kind of how I view these players.
And if you think about it, 49ers are a big running team. The chances of a tackle for loss are higher.
Good. Exactly, and that's a big play, and just the floor. He's going to have plenty of tackle opportunities, I think.
Yeah, I think that's a good call. Hey, on the Discord, Ayuk or Trey Sermon in a PPR league versus the Seahawks.
Ayuk.
Yeah.
Hi guys, good Sunday. Good morning. Would you start Draymond Jones or Justin Madubuke? Thank you. Isn't Draymond Jones out? Or it was somebody else. Maybe there was somebody Wolf I saw that was out. I don't know. I don't even know who Justin Madubuke is. I'm gonna be completely honest. Who is that? Who does he play
Jones is for sure playing.
Who?
Said Draymond Jones is playing.
Okay. Who's he playing?
He plays for Denver, so they're playing the Ravens.
I don't really want to play him.
And then Madubuke is for the Ravens playing against the Broncos.
All right. He's played 49% of snaps last week. Not great. 2 solos. That's okay. And a tackle for a loss. He played 38% of snaps a week before he didn't score anything. So this is obviously a decent tackle specific league. Looking at the way these guys are scoring here, you're going to get a lot more snaps out of Jones. He's playing 70%, 63%.
He's clarifying with Derek Wolf on the IR, who said Madubuke would have a greater role.
Fair. I still want to play.
You probably go Jones, but
yeah,
I'd feel bad if Madubuke.
I think Latavius Murray is going to give you more tackle for loss opportunities, just in general. So, we in agreement with Jones on that one?
Yep, Bomber agrees too.
Yeah.
Travis Knott, should I start Malcolm Jenkins or Kendall Fuller? Kendall Fuller, not Kyle Fuller.
What do you think?
I'd probably go Jenkins.
Me too. He had us a good week last week. I just don't really see a world where he slows down, especially this week.
You live and die by, the play. Like,
and that defense is playing so good right now as a unit, and a lot of that I think is because of Malcolm Jenkins. He's a boss, you know what I mean? And he wants to win another Super Bowl, and he wants to win it with New Orleans, and he, for better or worse, I think we can all say this is his last year.
Probably.
So I think he's going to play with his heart on his sleeve, so I'm going to take Malcolm Jenkins.
Do it 420 says, thank you for the answer to the question. You're welcome. Bomber. Oh, Jenkins, old man's drink for the win. Can't disagree there.
What? Go ahead.
I was going to say, King Fred on the YouTube. Need 3 linebackers. Jamin Davis, the Joker, Schobert, Isaiah Simmons, or Derek Barnes. Thank you. I'm going with the Joker. I think he's going to play. At least he's probably one of my 3 there. And Schobert being the other one.
Y'all can send them super chats through here now, it looks like. I didn't know we were upgraded like that.
The hell super chats?
That means people can send us money on YouTube.
Oh, shit.
For answering their questions. So if y'all want to tip us for our time, we've been here about an hour. That'd be cool. But hey, we'll be here with or without it. So
that's true. Joker and Schobert for sure for me. I think the Joker's playing with confidence, and he's going against Minnesota today. I think there's a good chance for tackles.
Yep.
Then that last spot, probably Isaiah Simmons.
Yep.
Okay.
Bingo. That's
Yeah.
exactly what I'm doing. That was easy. Jamin Davis just completely out of the picture.
It's weird too. I hate that for Jamin Davis, but that whole Washington defense has been confusing as hell this year. I don't know why they're so bad.
Yeah, that's another reason why I'm like, it's time to maybe unload Chase Young. So like, what you can do is you can basically short Chase Young, or I don't know what the proper finance term is. Trade him,
Yeah.
and then trade back for him at the end of the year for less, or in the
I
off season for a
like
second.
it.
So
Okay.
I haven't watched Billions in like 2 months, so I'm a little behind on all
Fair
my
enough.
financial wizardry talk.
He said okay. Good luck, King Fred. As a Saints fan, Jenkins is balling. You're right, Rougarou. Of course, Rougarou is a Saints fan down there in
All
New
right,
Orleans.
Baru.
Simmons, Schobert, Joker. Bombers right there.
We are in agreement. There's
Rougarou.
harmony.
I'm going to support the brand by repping that hoodie.
Who?
There you go. I'm assuming you meant the IDP Army hoodie?
Do it.
Oh, man. I cannot believe we've made it to this part. Steve Teeter, Saquon Barkley, or Trey Sermon?
What you got?
Barkley, obviously.
Yeah, it is Barkley, and it is obvious, my guy. Love you.
Don't let this guy talk you into starting Trey Sermon. Please.
I'm not. I just said play Barkley.
I know, but I'm just saying you've hyped up Sermon so much that now we're getting Barkley versus Sermon questions.
Well, first off, thank you. I'm glad that you're giving me full credit for the hype that is around Trey Sermon because I want
to wait
because
from Trey
after
Sermon.
today,
I want after
Sermon. Today, that won't be a negative thing. That won't be an indictment. Okay, we'll be back. We'll remember when Sermon goes off for what, $150 and 3, 7 targets.
All right. Matchup concerns is his. So they're playing the
New
Saints.
Orleans, I know. Who cares? It's Saquon Barkley.
I just think he's getting better every week, and by the time that
I dare you.
By the time Trey Sermon catches up, Barkley will have already been there.
I dare you to put Saquon Barkley on your bench and play Trey Sermon over him.
Fair enough.
I dare you.
All right, Shane on the YouTube. IDP GOATs. Question of the day. Who's the biggest bust, biggest boom today in IDP?
You always ask this question.
Yeah, I know. Here we go.
Tough. I don't know. I haven't been to the future.
Let's see.
Biggest bust. All right, let me look at my rankings here and see who I've got kind of high that I think is maybe not going to be high.
I'll tell you who will be a bust, Romeo Okwara, if they don't go off against the Bears.
Yeah, true. I don't have him even ranked that high. I should probably raise him up in my rankings.
Fair enough.
Okay. Let me see. Okay, if I was going to pay somebody that's going to be a bust, I would say you could maybe see Micah Parsons be a bust.
Yeah.
If he doesn't get a sack, if he just keeps getting all these pressures, don't score your points.
I could see, well, this might not be a bust to you, but Aaron Donald versus the Cardinals.
Just par for the course for Aaron Donald.
Got a slippery quarterback back there.
Just busting left and right and center. Big boom week. I think it's going to be a big Montez Sweat week. I think we're going to see a 2-sack day for Montez Sweat. And I think what we're going to hear, this is what's going to happen. Montez Sweat is going to come in on Matt Ryan. He's going to wrap him up, get a monster sack, probably force a fumble, and the commenters will be like, did you see how Chase Young caused all that pressure and got all that attention on the other side? Did you see how all the defenders, look at this over here. Don't pay any attention to Montez Sweat. Fuck that guy. Look at Chase Young. Look at this. He got 3 guys on him. Look at this move.
It's good for Montez Sweat owners that people don't know.
I know. That's going to be his whole career, though. That's literally going to be this guy's whole career. Every time he does something, it's going to be like, look what Chase Young did to open this up for him.
For sure. Okay, moving on. Shane also asked, full PPR, Swift or Barkley?
Swift.
I'd probably go Swift, too. I think he's earned that spot. Bears defense, not so good, so probably a big Swift day. But Barkley's not a bad second choice.
Get Swifty.
Rougarou. I have Sermon in my other league, but haven't had the stones to play him. Yes.
He had more points than Jonathan Taylor last week. More points than Nick Chubb last week.
Steve Teeters, I have Barkley starting. Dance with who you brought. With who brought you? Who you brought? Damn, I cannot read. Yes, agreed. Barkley. Is that bomb on the right? No. Hombre vendor.
Yeah.
Bombers in the comment section.
Bomber will be here, I think, probably 2 weeks from now. Next week, I have some guys coming on. He should be on in 2 to 3 weeks. We'll have him on the show for a stream. We might do a stream sometime in the evening too, and he'll be on the channel sooner than later, guys.
Yeah, check out offensive points.
Yeah. Chris Jones or Cameron Jordan?
Chris Jones versus Philly. Cameron Jordan versus Daniel Jones.
I'm taking Chris Jones. Cameron Jordan is...
Man. I like both of those options, but yeah, let's just roll Chris Jones. Jalen Hurts probably make a mistake.
Yep.
King Fred back. Brandon Ayuk still in the doghouse, or should I start Marquez Quallaway? I think Ayuk's back.
He was never in the doghouse. That's just literally Kyle Shanahan.
Week one was
full of fucking shit. Everything that guy says is bullshit. Okay.
Week one,
he's just not good enough to get on the field. Plain and simple.
Week one, he was in the doghouse.
No, he wasn't. His ankle was hurt, or his hamstring was hurt.
No, he was not.
He was in the infirmary, not the doghouse.
Doghouse.
The only place that's gonna be in a doghouse is Kyle Shanahan after he's exposed as a fraud.
Man, you hate Kyle Shanahan.
I do.
He's done nothing but good. Ayuk seems to be out of the Shanahan doghouse. I agree, Bomber. Cam sees double team all day. Possible. Yeah.
He played 90% of snaps last week and ended up with 3 QB hits, a tackle for loss, 3 solos. Not a bad day, but I don't think 90% snap share is going to be something that's sustainable for him over the course of the season. As old as he is, he is 32 years old. That's a lot of snaps. That's going to wear him down across the season. So,
agreed.
How I really feel, that's never in question. I'm not one of these people. There was a scene I watched just the other day on Schitt's Creek where what's the girl who does the behind the counter there at the hotel? What's her? I forget her name.
I don't remember her name. I've only watched that show a couple times.
Anyway, she says one of my fatal flaws is I'm incapable of faking sincerity, and that's kind of how I am. Like I cannot pretend to like something or someone I don't.
I love Charlotte. Not for fantasy though.
I would just rather not. It's just too much work when I could just be like
Shenanigans.
Yeah, shenanigans. That's what he's gonna call his chain of fucking banana shops he opens after he gets fucking fired.
That's great.
Denzel Perryman and Alex Singleton. He won't get fired. He's a good coach, but I just don't like him.
He will not get he would not get fired anyway.
Oh, he's just going to be the 49ers head coach until the end of time.
For a bunch of years.
Until he's fired.
He won't be fired. He's never gotten fired.
Just wait. I would take Perryman here. He's been playing really good.
Same.
Sanders or Sermon. I'm playing Sermon. I don't care what all the big heads are telling you. I don't care what all the geniuses say about Emmanuel Sanders. I know he's in the upper echelon of NFL media. He's one of their chosen guys for this year.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like he's cool, he's hip, like we're playing him, But they always say things like he's a upside wide receiver 3. That's great. Wonderful. Give me a rock solid RB2 with RB1 upside in my flex. Give me Trey Sermon.
Agreed. Just waiting for Davenport to come back. Agreed. Half PPR. Yeah.
Versus Carolina. Gainwell versus KC. Williams.
I think that means Javonte Williams versus the Ravens.
Probably Tyson Williams.
Oh yeah, it is Tyson Williams. You're right. You're right. Just kidding.
Who you got?
Pollard.
Of course.
I don't
Just
trust
reset.
Tyson Williams. They're not giving him the ball anymore. He got 2 carries last week.
Oh man, y'all do this to us every week. The first hour we sit here and we get like 30 questions, and the last 20
People
minutes
are
we get
just
like
waking up.
100. We
Yeah,
get like 100 of them.
it's because now is when people need the help. They don't need help earlier.
Should we start pushing the show back, y'all? Should we push it back a little bit? I mean,
I like the first hour for just hanging out with the people that
yeah,
get here early.
I haven't had any coffee today. Like I said, this has been a very, very, very strange week around the Reigns household on like a lot of levels. So I'm like out of my flow. I haven't had any coffee in like 2 days. My throat is killing me. I've lost like 7 or 8 pounds since like Tuesday. I've eaten like a meal in the past 48 hours. It's crazy.
What's Tyson Williams? Still going Pollard.
Okay. You quit clicking these things when I click them. Okay, fellas, gotta get my newborn to her in her Saints gear. Ooh, why would you do that to that poor baby? I'll see you next week. See you, Rougarou.
See you, Rougarou.
All right, Dennis Murphy. Actually, how about this? I have Zeke and Pollard. What about Pollard over Ayuk?
See, I would not do that.
No.
I mean, there is a chance, but Carolina does have a good defense. Ayuk.
See ya.
What?
I'm back. I just have this whiteboard. I figure I might start drawing faces on it or writing little notes to people. I don't know.
So Sermon over Pittman also. This is not a good question to ask Jordan.
It's obviously
Pittman shouldn't even be in the
we
league.
shouldn't even be in the same caliber together. What are you talking about?
So ridiculous. It is Sermon, but it's not as far off as Jordan makes it seem like.
Yeah, it is.
It's really not. Wentz likes Pittman. You're just going to start writing your answers on the board. That was my silly question of the day. Thank you guys. For sure, do it 420. We'll answer any questions. Don't even care. Hey guys, I need help. Start one. CJ Mosley, Shaq Thompson, Cole Holcomb, or Joe Show.
Start one?
Yeah, of those.
Jeez, these are so tough. Okay, just for future reference, and this I don't want to complain. I'm saying when you're asking us to pick one player and you name off like basically your entire available gamut of guys, that's tough, guys. It would be nice if you could whittle it down to like I'm between these two players in my one-off spot. That would be cool.
Mosley and Schobert are probably the ones I feel most confident in there.
Yeah, I'm starting Schobert or Shaq Thompson probably actually.
You know, like Mosley versus Tennessee?
No, hate it.
Wow.
No, I don't hate it, but it's just Shaq Thompson's been balling. I want to keep.
It's going against Dak though.
Exactly. Again, it's number of plays. They're going to have a lot of snaps. I think it's going to be a fast-paced game.
Okay. When does Quez Watkins get more targets? Big spot versus KC this week. I agree, but Jalen Hurts, him and throwing the football is a struggle.
Yeah, Jalen Hurts throwing the football is a struggle. You know, it's funny how you can say something like that about a quarterback, but then he's a starting NFL quarterback. I don't know.
I mean, he's good at running, and that's what keeps him in the game.
I saw something the other day. Somebody was comparing like his start to his career to like Russell Wilson's, and it was like super similar. So he's basically Russell Wilson now in the fantasy community.
Teron Johnson is not playing today. You should pick up Winfield Jr. and get him in there ASAP.
Yep.
Fair enough. Laughing face emojis from Dennis. Oh shit.
Well, we're running behind, Billy. I thought.
Well, they're coming in too quick. Teron is out. Exactly, Bomber.
This is
Nelson Aguilar, AJ Green.
AJ Green. He's not dust. He's on a couple of my Best Ball Mania 2 teams that are gonna go win me $1 million. He was dirt cheap. AJ Green.
Okay. I can take the heat.
Good. We got plenty of it to dish out.
Sermon or Fournette? Sermon.
Sermon. Wow, look at you making a wise decision.
Jardog, 1165. Good to see you this week, Jardog.
Yeah, bud.
Leonard Williams or Cam Jordan?
That's curious. Okay, so we saw Cam Jordan last week. That he's trending the right way. Hasn't had a sack yet, so he does have that coming. Now I want to look at Leonard Fournette or Leonard Williams. I haven't really paid over much attention to how his season's been going. Ooh, he's been doing good though. He's been looking for. He looks like
that's why I was leaning him, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like he's pretty much been picking up right where he left off. He's got 13 total tackles, only 3 quarterback hits, which is a couple less than Cam Jordan has, but he's got a safer floor, similar ceiling. I would go with Leonard Williams.
Great. Just found your live today. Thank you for your answers. You're welcome.
Boom, boom. You're welcome. Spread the word.
Next week.
Yeah, come back next week. Make sure you thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe. We will be here all week. There's more videos coming.
I won't be here next week, but
Billy won't be here. He's never coming back again after some of the shit he pulled today. So
gotta work, and then the next week I'm going to Oklahoma and watch him play TCU.
Oh, you're going to support your boy Spencer Rattler, huh?
Hey, yeah. Huh? Support those guys to the end. He's a good quarterback. He's going to go in the top 10. He's just not going to go 1. It's going to be Kayvon Thibodeau, defensive end, Oregon.
Calling your shot, huh?
100%. It can't be anybody other than him. All right, Sermon or Fournette? Sermon.
Yeah, we said that. Sermon.
I got Kendricks in the other spot. Thanks. I feel like we answered the question earlier, maybe. I'm sorry if we didn't. I like this guy. I like this guy right here. He's just going to keep spamming Sermon or Fournette.
Oh, Sermon or Fournette. Jeez, come on, my guy. Ken D. Valencio.
Okay, Jardog. Leonard Williams or Grady Jarrett?
Leonard Williams. 12-point tackles. Sacks or 12?
Sacks, 12 points.
Still Leonard Williams. Still Leonard Williams.
Damn, I love that kind of a league, though.
Well, I mean, that's IDP 1, 2, 3. The sack stacks, it ends up being, I think, 11.
Eagles are rubbish. But
don't tell an Eagles fan.
When they're for real. Good thing.
No, here's what they'll say. And they've said we're just really injured. We're just really injured.
Listen to my podcast this week. Josh will go off about how the Eagles have O-line injuries. This is the exact same adversity they faced last year. It's fucking frustrating.
Whose fucking fault is it? Why do you got a bunch of 80-year-old offensive linemen running around? Like, fix it.
You have Jason Kelsey and the guys. Like, that's literally it. It's one guy and then everybody else. Sermon or Fournette? How is this guy still tweeting this or
my guy
messaging this? I love it. Sermon or Jacoby Myers as a flex play? Thank you. Will Jacoby see the end zone this week? I doubt it. Sermon.
No, he won't. People have attached themselves to that narrative this week, and it's just like it's kind of annoying.
Poor guy, though. I cannot believe he's caught that many passes without.
There's Eagles fans for you. But they won't say that.
You're such an artist. All right. Schobert or Von Miller? Now this
Schobert.
I'm interested in this.
I don't want Von Miller
versus the Ravens, though. I feel like maybe.
No. Schobert. Okay. Schobert.
Okay. Adrian Amos or Peppers? Peppers.
Yeah, that's my reflexatory answer too. Amos has been playing better this year than I've given him credit for.
And Big Ben stinks, so I could see how that would be.
Yep, and there is that. But the thing is, Big Ben doesn't. His arm's so weak. His noodle arm, he can't throw it into the secondary, so he only throws at the line of scrimmage. So he'll never get to Adrian Amos anyway to make a tackle or a play.
Is there really no more inactives for the day? Like that was it?
Well, the thing is, I'm usually so balls deep in football in the afternoon that I miss the afternoon inactives. So I just my lineups once noon hits, they're basically locked all day.
Dude, College Game Day is going to OU Texas next week. Let's go. Anyway, do it 420. Andrew Van Ginkel or Sion Takitaki?
Van Ginkel. He's been playing. He hasn't been playing like lights out or anything, but he's been getting enough run.
If you're playing Carson Wentz, Fire him.
Yeah, exactly. Literally play every single Miami Dolphin that you can get your hands on. If it's like if you think there's any chance that they're going to have a good game, they will.
Great. All right, Danny Link. Thoughts on Tate Crowder this week?
He's going to be good. I mean, you can play him as a. I don't want to play him over sure things. My lock top 15 guys. Even though Blake Martinez would have been one of my lock top 15 guys, I don't want to just give him that mantle. But I would play him confidently as a top 30 linebacker. And because linebackers flat, that might sound kind of hedgy, but it's like I don't see a world where he comes in under double-digit points. Does that mean so? I mean, like Miles Jack this week, I think he ended up getting, depending on your league, between like 7 and 11 points.
Mm-hmm.
It seemed like a Tate Crowder floor kind of line, and you did not want to play Miles Jack. You know what I mean? So I think that's what you can look at. There's obviously going to be upside with any player, but that's kind of how I'm viewing him.
Agreed. Okay. Steve Teeters is back. Is Joker going to get more run? Yes. I think last week proved that he can definitely get more snaps in the offense or defense.
There you go.
He's good last week. Actually put up a couple impact plays. But who didn't against the Bears for Cleveland?
Yeah.
Ryan and Valerie Green. Where is Brandon Jones in your top 25 DBs this week?
That's a good question. I don't know. I think he is actually my top 25. I'll look right now. Brandon Jones is number 19 this week for me. You can go check out my full rankings on idparmy.com. Take them as you will. They're just the musings of a guy in his basement.
All right. Question on Discord, even though they're probably not watching, which, damn it. Do I play Darrell Henderson or Trey Sermon in one of my leagues today?
Trey Sermon.
Yep, I agree.
Bomber's got one off Twitter. Blackman or Woods. Okay, there's a couple of Woods this could be. I'm assuming it's Xavier Woods. He's safety for the Minnesota Vikings. Blackman, safety for the Colts. Blanking there for a second. I'm going to go with Xavier. I know Blackman had a good game last week. I think he had like 10 solos, but was an outlier game for him if you've studied or looked at his career or his production profile in the index. I know, Willis is out. I don't like to play the opportunity game. I like to play I feel like I have a better handle of what's happening game. Woods, he's been good without anybody being out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he's been good before this last game. I'm going to play Woods.
Agreed.
Personally.
Thanks, Jordan. You rule.
Thanks, Ryan. Thanks, Valerie. Hope you guys are subscribed. Give us a thumbs up. Come back next week. We're here every week in season. We post videos all week long. We're grinding. Like I said earlier, I'm sorry, guys, I don't sound super enthusiastic, but we would love to do this full-time someday as our job. We do. I mean, it is work. We're working right now, but it is by no means are we being compensated the way
fun work.
Yeah, but we're trying to build something cool over here. So
yeah, hey, more fun we're having, the more people are going to come in because they want to have fun too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Corey Rideout on YouTube. Sit one. Jalen Ramsey, DJ Reed, Julian Blackman, Cameron Curl, or Grant Delpit. See, now this is I like the sit one because then it's better than just starting one out of 10 names. Like you're starting all of these other people except for one.
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
Oh, I'm looking at my rankings. Sorry, I just looked at my rankings. I actually have Julian Blackman ahead of Xavier Woods. I just changed that. So rankings are being updated in real time.
Wow. Hopefully somebody didn't look at it an hour ago and then set their lineup and not forget.
That would have been a huge mistake by them.
Sit one out of that group.
Probably DJ Reed. Didn't he get cut or something? Am I losing my mind? Like I feel like I read that he got cut this week. And
you know what? I don't know.
Lucas tried to call me.
Is there a chance that happened for real?
I'm looking. No, he didn't. He didn't get dropped.
I was about to say the only news article I see is Seahawks are squandering DJ Reed's potential by playing him out of position.
I would sit him.
Yeah, I probably would too.
Actually, Grant Delpit, has he done anything this year? I haven't.
He hasn't, but I would say going against Kirk Cousins when they play three wideouts, they might pick on him, so it might lead to some tackles. I don't think he's going to pick anything, but
I would sit Grant Delpit.
Yeah. I just don't know how many opportunities DJ Reed's going to get this week.
Yeah. All right, listen, we are going to answer the last few questions we got in here, and then we're going to hop off here. It's been an hour, 35 minutes. I'm sure my wife is going to skin me alive, even though she knows I do this every Sunday.
My wife left.
Yeah, aren't you?
I'm just kidding. She's going to Cape.
My wife left.
Yeah. PPR, Devontae Smith or Jalen Waddle?
Waddle. You guys know I'm not a Devontae Smith guy. I'm not an Eagles guy. I'm just not an Eagles guy.
I think I would go Devontae Smith this week. Chiefs secondary is
booty.
Not good to watch.
It's not that bad, though. DeAndre Baker's heating up out there. You watch your mouth.
Devontae Smith. Is Zaven Collins worth a stash? Yes.
Yes, a stash. With that mentality, absolutely.
Waddle versus with Willis out. Yes. Delpit's done it with low snaps. Exactly, Bomber. But I'm not relying on production. Well, that's just Hicks, Shaq, Thomas, or Singleton? Kevin asked on YouTube.
Shaq. No.
Yes. No, Hicks. I'm going Shaq.
Hicks. I'm crazy. I think I'm going Hicks.
You are crazy.
Now I need to go look at my rankings because I'm sure they probably don't reflect that.
Real time. Stash Collins for sure. Yep. Agreed, Bomber. Kid Meathead on YouTube. Winfield Jr., Anthony Harris, or Peppers?
Oh, okay. Never mind. Shaq for sure. Sorry. For some reason, I thought Shaq was playing New Orleans. I'm still a little wonky right now, y'all. Sorry.
Yeah. Listen to me. I'm always resolute in my opinions.
Okay. So what was that last question here?
Winfield Jr., Anthony Harris, or Peppers?
Peppers. My answer is always Peppers. I'm sorry. I'm literally like, it's just
Peppers, Winfield Jr. if you're feeling frisky.
Yeah.
Just all right. Twin Calibre UK. Hey, guys. Lining up Jordan Hicks, Landry, TJ Watt, Kenny Young this week. We're swapping out Aziz Al-Shaair for any of them.
No. I don't think so. I like that lineup a lot. I think you're gonna get what you want out of that lineup. I like that you have him on your team though, and he's available.
Yeah. Kid Meathead, Cordell Patterson or Zach Moss?
Zach Moss. He's gonna be a big Zach Moss day.
I think Zach Moss is chipping away at that starting role full time.
Although it wouldn't shock me at all if they end up closing out the whole fourth quarter with Singletary. Like they're one of those teams where it's like they just kind of do stuff. I don't really trust them, but
they're going to beat Houston so bad today.
All right, this is Dak, but Kirk Cousins and Dak being in the same conversation in fantasy is the shit I'm here for.
Here's the thing, though: Kirk Cousins versus Cleveland secondary, though.
He's gonna cut him up.
Might be the day. I don't know. Dak might get.
He's gonna cut him like a hot knife through butter. He's gonna make.
I agree. Cleveland secondary is their one weakness. Steve Teeters, great job, fellas. Enjoy week 4.
Appreciate it. All right, that is it from us, IDP Army. I'm Jordan Rains. That is Billy Manziel. We appreciate you guys. It is week 4. I cannot believe that. That means tonight I will be looking at stuff, getting ready for week 5 waiver wires tomorrow, which means we are essentially, not really, but if you do a little rounding, like a third of the way through the season. All right, this week matters. As soon as you get off this live stream, go check your lineups. Make sure none of your shit's out of order. Make sure you got the guys you want in. Don't leave anybody in that's out, etc., etc. Do not lose because of a simple screw up, okay? It happens. Don't let it happen to you. Go check all your stuff. Follow us on Twitter if you don't already. We'll be tweeting. I'll be tweeting today. I usually the first hour or two, I really just kind of like suck into football. But as like the games kind of level out and the paces kind of find themselves and the stories of the days kind of start coming out, I start tweeting a little bit more. We appreciate you, RDP Army. It's been fun today. It was good to have Billy on. Good to have Bomber in the chat.
Check out the podcast, Apple Music or Apple Podcasts. Read, rate, review, watch, listen, everything you can.
Yeah, go show Billy some love. He needs reviews, guys. I've been thinking about leaving him a review for their podcast. It's on our feed. Go give him one. It's a good show. It's basically
I
like
don't care. I
around
don't
the
care if you review our show. Just review the channel as a
yeah,
whole. I
yeah.
don't, say I suck. Jordan's rocks. Like I don't even care. Just leave a review and rate
Say
5
that.
stars, please, so that we
Say
can.
that. If somebody actually leaves that exact review, I'll give you something.
Whoa.
So we'll just leave it at that.
Well,
All right,
Venmo,
IDP Army,
under
we are
the
gonna
table?
go. What?
A little under the table Venmo.
Whoa. No. Nothing like that. Everything's above board around here.
Fair enough.
Okay, we run a tight ship. All right, IDP Army, that is it from us this week. We will see you out there on the battlefield. Go kick some ass, go take some names, and tell them who sent you.